Hey guys, and welcome back to another Sided Podcast. Today we are doing two massive shows. We're doing the NXT Takeover Wargames 2, and we're doing the Survivor Series 2018 Star Reigns. A bit late on it, but of course I'm joined by a co-host JNW Boss. Say hello.
Boy, JNW Boss in the building. We would have had AVW from XTV World with us, but due to complications and confusions and life. Due to complications, confusion, and life, we're not able to get him this time around. But we'll definitely try to get him for another podcast in the future. So there you go. Nonetheless, we move on. How have you been?
Okay, so overall, what do you think of NXT Takeover Wargames?
It was awesome. Personally, I thought
it was awesome.
Takeover, they're one of my war games. More specifically, probably going to be my one of my favorite takeover pay-per-view concepts that they do, because that was great. Now, I do have a little bit of a gripe with the war game match that I want them to kind of address going forward, but I'll get to that whenever we start talking about the war games match.
I think it was one of the best. Actually, it was one of my favorite takeovers.
Oh yeah, it was really good. It started off kind of slow to me at first. Like it really did. Like it took a while for it to like really kind of like. It took a minute to like really get going to me, but like once it got going, it was just. It was just on a boppers from that point.
Up to the official matches, it growed. It growed increasingly.
Right, yeah. It was growing, and it grew, and we went along, and it went along. So, me personally, I enjoyed it. I
did too. Yeah, I agree. So, are we going to count Matt Riddle versus Cassius Ohno? It was a two.
Yes. 1 star. That's my general rule.
7 seconds.
7 seconds. I'll be 1 star.
Because I thought it was going to be like, if that match did actually like span out a bit more, I'd be like, that's an interesting way to bait us. Because normally we're used to seeing 5 matches, right? So four matches, and then if we saw a possible one out of that, obviously didn't see the whole thing, but
yeah.
Well, if we saw a whole match,
so I mean,
it would have been a brilliant way. But I mean, good way to put Matt Riddle over in his first takeover. Probably not the best way to treat Cassius Ohno, though. Yeah,
I think Cassius Ohno
1 star. Actually, 1.25 stars for me, only because it made me happy boy. It made me a happy boy. It was just so funny.
It was kind of funny. I would not expect him to get knocked out in 7 seconds, which to me, what I thought Cassius Ohno should have did to, or Velveteen Dream should have did to Cassius Ohno.
Yeah, I think she was about to mention that as well.
I started thinking about that, Matt, whenever Velveteen Dream was going to say, oh, no, I'm going to knock out Cassius Ohno or whatever. Velveteen Dream either should have knocked Cassius Ohno out like this, or Cassius Ohno should have knocked out Velveteen Dream since he knows the knockout arts and all that. So, that's how that match should have went, my humble opinion. Whatever, they did it here. 1 star, though, because it ain't really much of a match, but it was entertaining. I'll give it that. Probably the only time you ever hear say 1 star for an NXT match, but, you know.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, I thought you were going to say, because last time I'll say 1 star matches. And I'm like,
oh, no, I know
you probably will get that down the line with WWE. You just will. I
will, yes. That's a lie for me to say that. That was no, but keep in mind, 1 star is like god awful, right? Like you didn't even try to have a good match if it's 1 star. They at least try. So a lot of matches, the lowest I've ever really scored a match other than these squash matches are about 2. If it gets any lower than that, no, the only match to me that got a close to a 1 star rating was Charlotte versus Carmella at Backlash 2018. That match sucked. I thought that match sucked. I gave it I think when I did the review, I gave it like a 1.5.
Did we do a Backlash review? I think it was just you, wasn't it?
I did it solo because you were still on your height.
Oh, yeah.
I did it solo. I'm never doing that again. But anyway. Yeah, so that's how it goes. Like god awful.
Okay, so we're actually getting into the proper matches now. 2 out of 3 falls. Kairi Sane versus Shayna Baszler, NXT Women's Title. I actually really enjoyed it.
I enjoyed the match. It could have been. I don't know. For me, I felt like they could have started this thing a heck of a lot better, heck of a lot quicker than they did. I guess. Does that make sense?
It was a really fast-paced match to what I was expecting. I was expecting at least half an hour to 45-minute match. I didn't know why. I was just thought, oh, okay, it's going to be like that.
Oh, maybe at least 30. I thought it would at least took maybe the first quarter, maybe a little bit less. I thought we were going to at least go maybe 25 minutes, maybe more. At least 20, 25 minutes. That's what I was thinking.
It was under that, wasn't it?
No, it didn't. I don't think it did. No.
I mean, it seemed a lot fast, but it was really good. I really enjoyed it.
There was a lot going on.
Yeah, at once.
If you really think back and look back and thinking about the match itself, it actually went relatively short for a 2 out of 3 fall match. To be honest.
Yeah, I know. That's why I thought it was a bit fast paced, but it was really good. It was really good.
Right. Rating.
After I watched that match, right, I literally was like, okay, that's going to be probably one of my favorite matches from tonight. It literally got overshadowed. Then
the rest of the match, then the rest of the night happened. I thought it was 5. For rating out of 5, probably 3.25. 3.25, probably. I mean, it was a good match, yeah, but I don't know. I've seen those two have better matches with each other.
Yeah.
And that one's a little bit overbooked. So I mean, if it was just a straight standard 1-on-1 match, then heck yeah, it would probably be a lot higher. But it was a good match. It was a good way to kick it off. And I love the finish of the insane elbow. And it looked like she hit it, but she actually got caught and then rolled through that. That was actually pretty nice. I like that.
Well, I'd give it probably 3.25. 3.25.
Right.
Only because it was fast paced, but it was really good. They had the 4 horsemen get involved. We had Io Shirai show up, which I really popped for. I'm really excited for.
Yeah, I had a feeling Io Shirai was coming to NXT. I mean, I'm not too surprised about that one. But it had an involvement of the 4 horsewomen, Io Shirai and Mia Yim. No, it wasn't Mia Yim. No. Was it? I'm sorry. I'm still trying to get.
Yeah, it was Mia Yim. It
was Mia Yim. Okay, then. Okay, I was thinking the right ballpark.
I'm sure it is, at least.
Yeah, I'm still trying to get these women's names. My apologies. But yeah. So it was a little bit overbooked, but match itself was pretty good. Match itself was pretty good. And I'm looking forward to whenever they have that 6-man tag, 6-woman tag against each other. That's going to be pretty good, too.
That'll probably happen at NXT TV, don't you think?
Huh? Oh, no, I think they're going to save that for a War Game. Right, from the way they've been building it up and how they haven't really had neither of them face off against each other yet, I think they're going to build that up for a War Game. Or not good Lord, no.
I was like, we're going to wait a whole year for a build. And I'm like, wait, did he really? I went to the first time and then I was like, oh, did he mean to say War Games? I'm guessing he won't. And then you said it twice. I was like, hang on, is he actually going up for a whole year build?
I didn't even know I said it the first time. A 6-man tag at the next TakeOver pay-per-view, whatever that is.
Well, have you heard the news that Shayna Baszler will be facing Bianca Belair for the NXT Women's title?
That sounds awesome.
Yeah, it happened in the tapings this week, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, looking forward to that. But yeah, 3.25 star for me, and you and I both agree on that one.
It was really good.
You did.
Okay, so next, this is when the juice starts kicking, as I like to call it. Aleister Black versus Heel Johnny Gargano. What a match! It was so good. I knew it was going to be great. It was great.
I was looking forward.
I
was looking forward to that. The second I found out it was Johnny Gargano, I was looking forward to that. I kind of avoided the internet like the Black Plague until I watched it myself, but I thought it was great. Though Johnny Gargano's kind of weird though.
Yeah, I know. I prefer face Johnny Gargano, if I'm
Like, he
honest.
still got to say, like, my thing. I'm all here's the, like one of my personal pet peeves. Like, if you're gonna do a heel turn, go all the way with it. That's my thing. And what I mean by go all the way with it, like Johnny Gargano still had that Rebel Heart theme. No, that's the most babyface. No, change that. Get rid of that, or have a.
He was acting like he did nothing wrong though in his entrance. So I guess it kind of blended
I mean,
well.
that's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But like, at least for the confines of this match, at least do a remix or pull a TJP and have a remix of your original theme or something like that. You know what I mean? Like a darker remix of your original theme, like a more heavy metal type version of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but I don't know how they could do that. So, to such an upbeat track, how they could just spin it and make it sound
TJP music, and he had that little fucking 90s game music theme going. Like, so they did it with him.
Yeah, he had arcade games, fam. Like,
yeah. So, but it was still an upbeat song. They still did it with him. But no, whatever. We're talking about theme music.
Yeah, we're talking about the match.
The match is so outstanding. Not 5 stars like everybody was saying it was, though. My humble opinion. It wasn't 5 stars.
It was no 5-star match.
What? Not 5 stars.
After watching it, though, like, I swear, when you watch a match and it is so good like that, you instantly think 5 stars. But then, like, after, like, the day after, this is why I never make judgments on, like, after a match type feelings anymore.
Which is why we tend to wait till that Saturday or wait till the week after or something.
Yeah, I'll wait till like a couple of days, and then I'll actually like rewatch it and stuff like that.
Okay.
But for me, it was. I really haven't like thought these NXT Takeover like War Games ratings out. I thought out Survivor Series ones, but I haven't properly processed the Takeover War Games match. So
me personally, I think about it. I think about it as the show's going on. That's just me. And then sometimes I'm still mentally going over, man. Like, okay, if I were to do a podcast on tomorrow, what would I like? Within a couple of days, what would I rate this thing? Yeah. I think about it as I go along. But yeah.
So for me, it was 4.5.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask this. Since I said it wasn't 5 stars, and a lot of people are saying it is. What kept it from being 5 stars to you?
What kept it being 5 stars? It just like I can't really explain. Pretty much to have the perfect blend, you've got to have the perfect story as well. So the story wasn't. It was good. It was good, but I didn't get how Johnny Gargano could turn heel after I hadn't adapted to him being a heel pretty much.
Yeah, and the reason behind it, I mean, it wasn't too profound. I mean, he still had like somewhat babyface-ish motives.
Yeah, I know, but like for me, it was kind of like he was kind of turning heel, but like for seeing him as a babyface all this time, pretty much adapting to him being a heel with like the same moveset, the same entrance and stuff like that.
Same whatever that is.
Yeah. It was cool, don't get me wrong, but I just didn't think it was a 5-star match.
I didn't think it was 5 stars either. I mean, good match, outstanding, yes. I don't know. Like even as I was watching, I'm like, yeah, this is great. And it started out okay. It was just all right at first. But then I think to me the turning point when Johnny hit that freaking that DDT, that slingshot DDT onto the apron, and the way Aleister sold it, like bounce back up, kind of wobbly and stuff, like he was on loose leg. That was just great. And then the rest of the match really kicked into high gear with Johnny Gargano trying to use the Gargano escape and all that.
I love how he was going to that suicide dive, turned to a V-trigger. That was brilliant.
R.I.P. Johnny Gargano.
That was amazing. I was like, he's not going to hit the same move twice. I wonder what Aleister Black's going to do it because no one hits the same move twice in wrestling.
I thought he was going to like this and like skirt himself across the top of the announce table or something. Like I thought he was going to miss and just slide himself across the top of the announce table or something like that, but he just got killed. So,
and the ending sequence was brilliant as well. After he went for one, and he just looked at like the broken Johnny. That's outstanding. I love that.
Yeah.
Do that. They just finished him off.
I still didn't think it was a 5-star match. So I'm kind of in the. I would probably rate it 4.25. 4.25. It's half step lower than you would, but 4.25 though for me. That was actually pretty good.
Decent.
Yeah, I enjoyed the match though. I'm kind of curious to see what they're going to do with Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black from here, because from the way they're making it seem, it's not.
Well, I got more spoilers. If you don't want to hear them, that's fine.
Nope.
All right, no, don't worry. I got more spoilers on the Johnny Gargano and Aleister Black feud.
You do though.
Oh, I really want to spread it. Actually, don't worry. All right.
Yeah.
I'll save you I'll save you to watch NXT TV.
Doing that right now. There you go. Yeah, 4.25 for me, 4.5 for you. Next.
6. So now we got Tommaso Ciampa, Velveteen Dream. Probably my match of the night, I'd say. It was so good. It was so good.
That's great. I was so hooked onto this match, bro.
Mate, when Velveteen Dream went for that like the ending sequence when Velveteen Dream went for that top rope.
Yeah.
Like elbow drop. Oh.
I thought he had it whenever he hit the whatever that rolling Death Valley driver is on the floor, rolled him back, Rainmaker, and then he got into it. I'm like,
you say the way he launched himself after trying to do like a elbow drop at the end, where he launched himself like onto the bloody
on the apron, like he's trying to hit the apron, but he's like splatted himself on the floor. I'm like, oh man, come on, bro.
Reckless.
Right, DDT'd him on the hit him with the DDT onto the steel bar in between the two rings.
That's brilliant.
Yeah. But I think the one spot to me that was kind of interesting was when like Velveteen Dream hit his Purple Rainmaker DDT. No, that's the elbow drop. Never mind. Yeah, whatever he called the DDT. I don't know if he has a name for it or not. But he hit the DDT onto the championship, and the ref was sitting there like,
you are
qualifying you. Like, well, that could have been a 3 right there, but whatever.
If that happened, the match quality would have been.
The match have technically kind of been over? I mean, or no? Does it not count? It didn't physically hit him with the weapon. He dropped him on it. So, I mean.
Don't really know. Yeah, he didn't physically hit him. I think it physically hits him.
Yeah.
He physically does.
But you probably why the ref was standing there like,
You what? Yeah.
Loved it, though. This one, I'm gonna give your rating that you did for Aleister Black versus Johnny Gargano. Now I may go a little bit higher than that. 4 3/4. It was cool.
Yeah.
If Velveteen Dream would have won that thing, I would have said.
You think if Velveteen Dream won 5 stars,
that would have made my night. That would have made my freaking night if you would have won it right there. Because everything was just building up so great, but then it just a great story and everything. That probably just would have been a biased one, but legit. No, I did love the match. I thought it was great.
The near falls that Ciampa and Dream had in this match made this match for me. Honestly, it was so good. It was so great.
Indeed.
Especially when like Velveteen Dream goes for that first elbow drop, then he flats himself on the floor. The ending sequence is perfect. That Death Valley driver on the floor was brilliant as well.
Rolled him back in, tried to hit the elbow drop, and got to do it. I'm like,
the whole match was brilliant, honestly. 4.75 for me.
It was so right. And the reason I say Velveteen Dream would have won it because they were telling a great story throughout, which honestly made you think Velveteen Dream was going to win it. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And then Tommaso Ciampa found the way to barely hang on to a championship. And I think we've seen that happen way too many times with new champions at this point in the game. Like, we seen it happen with Ciampa. We saw it happen with Almas. You know what I mean? We never really see something along the lines of okay, the challenger is just being outbested by this champion at this point.
Yeah.
They don't need to championship matches real back and forth, which is cool to make for great matches, but switch up how it's presented from time to time. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. That works perfectly. Like, you haven't had a legitimate heel champion that can wrestle and like can out wrestle anyone.
Right.
I get your point.
Right.
Point really strong.
Challenger, you know.
So, main event, War Games. Your opinions?
Okay. Started out great. Getting real good. Of course, they did the thing where they got the weapons in. Here's where I have a problem with it. Once they got the weapons in, it felt almost identical in some places.
What do you mean by that? Oh, yeah.
That's my problem. Other than that, so they can find a way to include the weapons and such without making it feel real similar to the first one, to the previous one.
Yeah.
Other than that, match was outstanding. Loved it. Absolutely loved it. And Ricochet is a freaking G for what he did. Like that. Did he do was that a 630 that he did from the top of the cage? What did he do?
He just did a double moonsault to me. I just call him that. Literally, the way he landed, he literally went over that person on that second move.
A little bit further. I think if he would a little bit further in rotation, that would have been a 630.
Yeah, I think so.
That was out, but that was out question the highlight of the night.
I knew it was going to be some crazy shit. I was hoping it was star press, but hey, I'm happy.
I really was. I mean, I'm cool. That was a great match. And now I will say, other than their strategy of locking Pete Dunne in the cage wasn't really the smartest move in the world because they technically can't win the match until he's in.
Yeah, I know. That kind of made no sense to me when Bobby Fischer locked him up.
Right. Yeah, looking back on it, I'm like, oh, okay, that's actually a cool idea. But then I'm like, wait a second, they can't actually win the match until he's in. So.
Yeah, Pete Dunne's actually in.
I mean, granted, that does make it a 4-on-1 advantage, but by the time Pete Dunne got in, everybody was already back up and wrecking the shop anyway. So that plan didn't even really work out 100%.
I mean,
it felt like the same with the first one.
Yeah, they just got him in really. They just sorted it out. It kind of made like that angle as such.
Yeah,
kind of meaningless and stuff like that. That wasn't a bit.
Like, if they could actually win the match, like if there was a rule, like if the rule was once the last guy is able to come out, like once the last timer goes off, you're able to win the match from there. Which means Pete Dunne will really have to. Which means they could have did the whole thing of locking Pete Dunne in. I
think it should just be like a first pinfall, like throughout.
That actually wouldn't be a bad idea.
I think it would have.
Have the 5 minute. I would say have the 5 minute period, then you being able to be pinned. Have the first 5 minute period. Keep that rule in place. Have the first 5 minutes, then teams are eligible to. They should make it elimination style. My humble opinion.
Yeah.
It should be elimination. Like have the first 5 minutes, and then from that point, if a member get eliminated, like if somebody get pinned or submitted, they get eliminated. You know what I mean? They have to leave the cage.
Yeah, I mean.
They get eliminated.
That's not a bad idea, to be fair.
That would work out. And then if you can still do the same thing, of having the doors open at a certain time, if you get pinned or submitted, you're of course the first team to eliminate all guys on the other team win.
Yeah. So what would you give the match out for?
4.5 because once the weapons got in, it felt almost the exact same as the other one. Minus Ricochet doing his crazy stuff, but I think we all expected something from Ricochet, seeing that he was in the match. So it delivered. I'll say 4.5 though, because it felt the exact same as the first one once they got the weapons in the ring. Kind of a bummer to me.
I mean, for me, After looking about this whole time, okay, so pretty much like originally I was gonna go with 4.5 to 4.5.
Okay.
But then like after like rewatching it and like rethinking a couple of days ago, I've set my opinion, and my opinion is 4.25, 4.25.
Okay.
Only reason is because it's boring. It's quite boring for me when they just like like batter each other in the corner, like stuff like that. They just hold onto the ropes, just take a break. That annoys me. That's just plain boring wrestling. I know it's needed to be done, but
And I also add this about the War Game match. Sorry to cut you off, but it's also to add this about the match. It's hard for you to really care about what's going on in the match when you know you can't win until after everybody gets in anyways.
Exactly. Yeah. And for me, like multi-man matches, like especially like how many people were there? Were 8 people, right? Like a Royal Rumble, it can't be 5 stars for me. No matter how high it gets, it can't be 5 stars for me.
Exactly.
War Games match, it can't be 5 stars. Just because I like seeing like stuff happening all the time, like sequenced and stuff like that.
Again, which is why it should be elimination round, which is why
exactly. That would be that rule would have been perfect.
That would have helped.
Bits I did like were when Pete Dunne, literally, when the War Raiders were pushing Pete Dunne, it made me think that Pete Dunne would turn on Ricochet and join the Undisputed Era. Part of me thought that.
Right. I was thinking that too. I'm sitting looking at this thing. I'm like, he's about to turn heel and join the Undisputed Era. I'm calling. Oh, man. But they didn't, thank God.
The ending sequence was better than last year's, in my opinion. For me, War Games this year was better than last year. The ending sequence was brilliant, where Pete Dunne, reversed that brilliant sequence at the end, where Pete Dunne goes for the at the end goes for the bitter end, and then Ricochet does like a top rope. I don't know, it was when it like a 630.
Yeah, he did a 450. The camera, the camera caught him as he was coming in, so I think he did a 450.
Yeah. So that was brilliant. The ending sequence was way stronger than last year's. And yeah, the bit at the end where they're all standing up at the end and stuff like that, and they're like, you got the Undisputed Era on one ring,
right,
and then the others on the other. That was sick. I love pit movements like that.
That cool face off stuff, and it had the camera kind of zooming down the whole line, zooming down a lot of people. Then they just grabbing that. That was actually kind of cool. No, it was kind of weird to do it at that point because like by that point they've done everything else to each other. You know what I mean? It's like
that was like leading up the end sequence though, so I think they did well in that part. But yeah, 4.25 for me.
By that moment they did everything else was that part was kind of weird to me. But yeah, I'm still gonna stick with 4.5 for me. I'm still gonna stick with 4.5. They just need to find a way. I'm gonna let it slide this time. But they need to find a way where they're gonna introduce weapons. Do it in a way that it doesn't feel like you're doing the exact same thing as before. Like honestly, if they end up doing the same thing on next year's War Games, then my score for the War Game match is probably going to be lower.
Yeah, because it's the same thing what they did with Sanity last year, where I think it was Killing Day and bringing the weapons last year.
Yeah, right. And they did a lot of the same spots. Had the 2 tables in the corner. That did a lot of similar spots to last year too. Adam Cole taking that huge superplex from the top of the case. Still cool to look at, but still. You had, the 2 guys on the top turnbuckle on each side of the ring, double move there. I think somebody got put to the table that was like in between the 2 rings. We saw that last year. We saw a lot of similar spots. Still a good match, but we saw a lot of similar spots. So if they end up doing the same thing for next year, then my rating for that match is probably going to dip down into the 3s because then it's that moment like, okay, come up with something new, please.
Wow.
That's just me.
Okay, so are you ready for Survivor Series?
Overall, real quick.
Overall, yeah. Hang on, what do you think?
I would probably say a 9, 8.5.
A 9. Yeah, a 9. A 9's good. Yeah.
That real squash match. Not real squash match for one. That's already kind of. Kyrie Thames versus Shayna Baszler. I thought could have been a little bit better for what it was. Johnny Gargano versus Aleister Black, outstanding. NXT title match, outstanding. War Game match, good. Felt too similar to the first one though. So,
Right. Pretty much. Okay, so Matt Riddle, brilliant way to showcase him in his first NXT. Yeah, again, Cassius Ohno took a big squash. Second, which was the 2 out of 3 falls. It was good, fast paced, really good, but it was overshadowed by the rest of the card pretty much. Right. Johnny Gargano, Aleister Black, brilliant technical striking war. It was absolutely brilliant. Reversals were on point. Ciampa and Dream, near Fall City, really had me on the edge. Really thought this was brilliant. Just sensed me reality at the end. But yeah, and then the War Games match, brilliant. However, just a bit sequenced out a little bit.
There we go. All right, yeah, Wargames only did have 4 matches technically. That really technically impromptu. So I mean, yeah, what did you really expect? Oh, right. I'm going to chat. That'll be a great idea. People probably trying to chat with us, and I'll have the freaking chat open. Hold up.
What's happened?
I'm just pulling up the chat for the stream real quick. I'm just pulling up the chat for the stream real quick, because who knows? Maybe the I guess what was supposed to be here is probably watching this video. And anyone else could probably be watching it via live stream. Well, do we have anyone in the chat? No, we do not. Okay, whatever. We're gonna let it go then. All right, continue. Get all that. We got no one in.
Okay.
I'll talk about
so the 10-on-10 pre-show tag team match. I know you're probably gonna have a lot to say about this. So do I. What do you think and why? Just overall. And you start rating.
I forgot it was on the pre-show.
You forgot
that it was on the pre-show, and I think and plus I will say I did not watch. Let me finish my sentence all the way before you flip out. I did not watch Survivor Series the day that it happened because I ended up being wrapped up in homework. I watched the main show. Yes, I did.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what I mean. I know it feels like you don't want to sit for 2 hours.
And plus, I was working on some other stuff, and I didn't want to have it running in the background because I actually wanted to see.
So you didn't watch the match at all then, yeah?
I didn't watch the pre-show. No, I didn't watch the pre-show.
Okay, well, I'll just go straight into the match then. My review and stuff like that. Great match, honestly. It was a good match. It was a good opener. Revival were really good. Usos were really good. Like the last 4 teams, which were Bobby Roode and Chad Gable,
right?
Revival versus the Usos and the New Day. Them 4 were made like stars.
We called that.
Yeah, we did. I texted you, didn't I? Saying we called it.
Yeah, the Usos and the New Day being the final team. Now, main question: did the Cologne get eliminated quick?
Quick. I can't remember. I think they. Yeah, I don't know. It was either them or the Ascension.
Ouch.
That outlasted Sanity. I think it was. Oh. I think it was Ascension. I'm not too sure. No, it was the Clones. Yeah.
Cologne was the first one gone. Okay, good. Yeah. Everything's right in the world. Okay, continue. I was just double checking on that part. Continue.
Imagine the Colones were sole survivors. We got completely wrong. Then they probably wouldn't have. That would have probably been a sign. If the Colones were the sole survivors, that would have probably been a sign to say we haven't counted the pre-show.
Yeah.
But
this also would have been a sign to jump off ship. And tonight was also a sign that the pre-show doesn't matter, but we'll get to that later.
Yeah, but it was a really good match, honestly. Usos were sole survivors. The Revival were pushed really well. and it literally was just a great match. 3 stars. 3 stars. 3 solid stars.
All right.
Great opener. Great for a pre-show.
Good stuff. Was there any other matches on the pre-show, or was that it?
That was it. As far as I was aware, because I clocked in a bit late. I clocked in as soon as they were making the entrances for the 10 on 10.
Oh wow! Yeah, right.
I don't think I haven't heard there was any more matches. It literally just says 10 on 10.
Yeah, the cruiserweight title match ended up actually being on the main show. Wow.
Yeah,
Okay.
I mean, we'll get into that in a minute. But 5-on-5 Women's Raw versus SmackDown. What do you think of that?
It was okay, I guess. It's hard for me to remember a lot of what happened, but I do know Nia and Asuka were the final two, and another like elimination were happening like extremely quickly during that match. So,
yep,
there are probably some details and stuff that I'm glossing over. Though it is weird that Bayley and Sasha Banks were the two.
Oh yeah, they switched. They re-switched them on the pre-show.
Yeah,
which was probably the right decision.
They're going to join the same team that basically didn't want them on there in the first place.
Yeah, what do you think about Mandy Rose being the surprise partner?
That's disappointing. I don't know who.
I thought it was going to be Kairi Sane.
Yeah, we were like expecting like anything call up, but I didn't think it was going to be Kairi Sane. I won't do that part, but like I was expecting somebody else, just not Mandy Rose. Like,
I mean, it's more logical.
No. I mean, it is
Mandy Rose outlasted. For a while, she outlasted Naomi. She outlasted Carmella.
Got eliminated in like minute. Some captain, but okay. Not like the Survivor captain position ever meant it.
No.
Still.
Yeah. Bayley getting counted out. That wasn't fun. And Sonya Deville.
Yeah.
The thing that I did like about the match though was when Asuka and Sasha Banks had their little face off. Again, that was nice.
I actually want to see those two go one-on-one. I really do want to see those two go one-on-one one day. That was
probably my favorite memory of that match.
They're actually playing up Nia doing the whole face breaker thing too. They're actually playing off. Some people are kind of mad about it. It was like
I'm mad about it, but realistically, you think about it. I read about this on Twitter the other day, but you think about it. Roman all that time was trying to get attention. Now that they're moaning because WWE's pretty much pushing Nia Jax, but Nia Jax has got heat behind her now. Right. So you obviously want to elevate that.
Yeah.
And yeah, boom.
And we've seen other companies do stuff like that before, like Impact Wrestling. Sami Callihan and Eddie Edwards, whenever they have their Street Fight or whatever, and Sami Callihan backed Eddie Edwards in the eye with a bat because he was trying to hit the chair and miss the chair, and they hit him in the eye with a bat. They ran with it. They took that song and ran with it. And now Eddie Edwards is the craziest son of a gun trying to kill everybody.
It does work. It does work. They come right for the right reasons, especially when you get booed out of that building and you win that match.
Yeah.
WWE did a smart move on that. They did a smart move.
Official heel that she's ever so close to tying the Big Show with a number of face and heel turns in a career. Yeah.
She literally is the female Big Show. Anyway, star rating.
2.5, really. It wasn't outstanding. Not really all too memorable. It was fine for what it was, I guess. 2.5. All right, man. I
go 2.75, so 2 3/4.
All right, cool. Team Raw wins. Raw's up 1-0.
1-0. That annoyed me because I was like, hang on. Usos literally just did a decent match with the Revival and other tag teams.
Mm-hmm.
That match was really good.
They blew it off like the pre-show didn't count. Like I think someone said, "What about like what?" I think one of the commentators even said, "What about the like Raw
It was Corey Graves and Michael Cole he just ignored him. He was like, "Mate, you what? You don't say that on TV." That's literally what like Michael Cole.
That's essentially what it said. That's essentially what it said. Like, what about the pre-show? Oh, that doesn't count. Wait a second.
So they pretty much fans tune in to a 2-hour pre-show just to say, "Oh, it doesn't count."
I already didn't watch the pre-show. Now, thanks WWE. I'm probably not going to watch a pre-show now. Hey.
I mean, they literally just dropped their viewership, but I heard it was a miscommunication in producing. Apparently, Raw was supposed to win that match.
So, even then, Raw would have. We'll talk about that later. I'm not going to get into that. We'll talk about that. This is going to be one of those moments where you're going to have to mark this podcast the day I potentially go off about something. So,
we do need to talk about that next week, though. Like, we will talk about it next week. We do need to talk about this Fox and SmackDown kind of deal.
Yeah.
For me, that's really significant, especially that like a Raw clean sweep SmackDown, right? Spoilers, and Fox wants SmackDown to be a big deal. It's not really going to work. But anyway, I'll get into it next week. So you're going 2.5, and I'm going 2.75, right?
Right.
Sick. Okay, so next we have... I can't remember the card. This is fun.
Next one.
Seth Rollins versus Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah. Good match. I actually really enjoyed it.
Really good. I thought they'd fuck it up, to be fair. I thought they'd fuck it up.
I'm not surprised. That's surprised you thought that.
It was good. It was really good.
It was actually a really good match, I don't think. Again, another match I actually want to see them move it like a story. If they got like a storyline behind it, I can see that match being really, really good.
That's the first time they've wrestled. They have instant chemistry. It's brilliant.
Yeah, it was great because they both. I guess because they both, kind of, got experience working that, that hard, stiff, strong style or whatever. Or Shinsuke does. That's wrong. He's that acrobatic and can work his way around. Good match. I actually really enjoyed it. It could have been a little bit longer, in my humble opinion.
Yep.
Wasn't match of the night like I was hoping for, but good. 3.25. I give it 3.25. Pretty good.
Decent.
Nothing too offensive.
I'm gonna go 3.5.
Okay.
It was really good, honestly. Brilliant. Especially that end bit where Shinsuke hit the concession and everybody thought it was gonna be winning, and I thought, I kicked out, and then he goes to the concession again, gets slipped up, rolls through, curb stomp.
That roll through curb stomp was freaking excellent.
It's brilliant because it's trickery in a way, but it works so well. It looks so nice and flush. And the way Shinsuke solved that curb stomp, though.
Right.
The way he just took it.
Yeah.
The way he took it. Brilliant. But there was no interference from Dean Ambrose. Only at interview.
I'm actually happy about that, personally.
I was expecting him to be after the match.
Yeah. At least after the match. At least, I mean, it would have been fine if it was at least after the match. I was kind of happy it wasn't during the match because the thing I was afraid they were going to give it a whole lot of time. It's going to be a great match and everything. And then we're going to have the interference. We'll kind of ruin the whole thing, which is what WWE on the main roster tend to do sometimes.
The only bit of involvement from Dean Ambrose, well, it wasn't even really involvement. They pretty much just announced that Seth Rollins will be facing Dean Ambrose at TLC. If
it isn't a TLC match, I will be disappointed.
It will be some sort of stipulation, I think.
It better be.
It's going to be a chairs match. Yeah.
Yeah, because we all know how well those went.
Everybody loves chairs match.
That's the stupidest match I've ever heard in my life. Okay. You have to justify the name TLC by having a chairs match. A tables match makes sense because you have to put your opponent through a table. A ladder match makes sense. You have to climb the ladder. A TLC match makes sense. A chairs match? You kidding me? Come on now. You have to try to justify the name TLC, which further shows why they shouldn't really have stipulation-based pay-per-views, especially since a lot of the time now with these stipulation-based pay-per-views, they rarely have the type of matches that is in the name of the pay-per-view.
I'm with you on that. I'm with you on that. We can talk about that more next week, to be honest.
Oh, gosh.
It works. But anyway, so you're going with, I can't remember, 3.2. Yeah, and I'm going with 3.5, I think. Okay, so next match. We have AOP versus The Bar in a match that I didn't really watch. In all honesty, I didn't really care.
I don't remember a lot about this match at all.
Only the part where
I really don't remember a lot about this match. I watched it, but I don't remember a lot about this match at all. But I do remember one thing. There's been a running joke.
One thing that we're carrying on. Oh, Jesus.
Hey, Joe. It's the hold of Drake Maverick. And then, oh, by the way, The Bar is stupid for this. Cesaro, in fact, Cesaro was in control too. Because he was a legal man. Big Show gets a hold of Drake Maverick. Sets him up there with Neighbor. Holding him and urinates his pants. Sheamus and Cesaro sitting there looking dumbfounded. Big Show kind of walking off laughing. AOP takes advantage.
Wow.
Cesaro, you were in control of the match. Why did you leave to go see a dude?
Many pointers, but you know what? I'm just going to say my star rating. Without any, then we'll just move on. Because there literally is nothing here that I can talk about. Positive. And like, for me, I do like talking about positive things in wrestling. I don't talk about negative things. But
star rating 2. We keep moving. It was okay.
You give them 2.
They're lucky I'm not going lower. 2.
1.7
match. If it was just left alone, just going fine, and then they did that segment, and it's like, okay, we have to drop this song down.
To be honest, I don't really care about the match anyway, so it'd probably be low for me anyway. So 1.75.
Wow. Okay. 2 for me.
It went from a 2-star match, all right, to that ending sequence, and the way that they carried that as like Drake Maverick's kind of iconic moment, considering he was doing big things with 205 Live, he's going to be remembered like that. Like, it's not good. And he's supposed to be like a leader of a dominant tag team.
There are people that watch Raw. There are people that watch Raw, SmackDown, 205 Live, NXT and NXT UK, and the takeovers and pay-per-views, other network specials, really, whatever. That now have to try to remember that what happened here at Survivor Series carries over to Raw, but does not carry over to 205 Live, in which he's the GM of the whole thing. Reason.
He's just professional in 205 Live. He's come across professional, but how can you portray that when he's done that on Raw? And you probably watch if you watch all right, tell me, if you watch 205 Live and you don't watch Raw,
you would think he's a professional dude, right? Real professional dude. Which is why I was really shocked whenever Drake Maverick was I remember I saw the segment in which Drake Maverick, started working with AOP and blah, 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 blah. Then I see him on 205 Live, and I'm like, wait, he's supposed to be a face after that? Like, what?
They pretty much just make him do multiple roles.
At least tie it in. At least tie into it. That's continuity, please. Thank you.
We can talk about that next week as well.
There are people that do.
Okay, so are you ready? Because I have literally nothing to talk about that moment. You ready to move on?
Yes.
Big old Dave rated the match 1.75 stars.
I rated it too. Next.
I rated the same as him. I'm a happy boy in a happy world. But now we got the cruiserweight title. So I'm happy. I'm happy. I love my boy Buddy Murphy. I love Mustafa Ali. I love my boy Buddy Murphy.
Now I got no problem talking about this.
Brilliant match. Outstanding.
The crowd was dead, of course. But I do not care. This was brilliant.
They were cheering at the end. They got into it at the end.
By the end, but it took them a long time to get there. You seen stuff like Spanish flies off the announce table and crap. Like, bro, y'all, they were getting it. They said they can't. Yo,
I'm getting gas talking about this match because I'm watching more 205 Live.
Came out here like, we're finally on the pre-show. We're finally off the pre-show.
Let's floor, boys.
Everybody else, hold my drink. We better show y'all something.
I literally, like, when I was watching this match before the end, I literally was like, wait, Vince wrote this? Vince produced this match? And I'm like, Triple H done it. I'm like, you know it's going to be good.
Right.
No wonder it's brilliant. Oh, my God. I cannot wait till Triple H takes over. I literally can't. The match credit is going to scream. Oh, guys.
You good, dog?
Yeah, I'm pumped. I'm a happy boy.
Really?
Yeah.
That was brilliant. And I'm like, if people didn't take Cruiserweight seriously, why now? I mean, because on the main roster, no one cared about him, but, hey, that was good. I'm okay. But Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy, they went out there when they were known that they were going out there for that match. They were like, "Oh wait, we're off the pre-show." Oh y'all, hold our drinks, bro. We better show y'all something real quick. Went back to the curtains. Like, put us on the pre-show now. Right. That's what I thought.
I mean, they put him back on the pre-show. Then
they better be on the main. I promise you, from this match forward, they better be on the main show.
They better.
They better be on.
They should be on the main show for TLC. They should be.
After something like that, come on, you gotta be on the main show.
Just get him in a ladder match. That's something. You could do a cruiserweight title match in a ladder match.
Let me tell you the stupidest thing. They have this cruiserweight division that's known for its high flying stuff, and they have not yet put any of them in a ladder match.
I tell you what they could do. I don't understand why they don't put 205 Live at Full Sail.
What's that?
Yeah, Full Sail. So they do tapings of 205 Live as well.
Oh, okay.
Like, just like, say for instance, they do an NXT TV taping. Just do two tapings of 205 Live before the NXT taping. They'll get more response and more reception.
Right, because people like it. Because it's a lot of hardcore fans that go to NXT. Be real with you. A lot of hardcore fans that go to NXT. And a lot of those same hardcore fans that go to NXT also watch 205 Live. So there you go. I would do it then instead of after SmackDown.
Yeah, because like literally everyone's going home after SmackDown.
SmackDown is long as bricks, okay? Like it's 2 hours.
Yeah, they haven't really like so like fans, right? So they go into SmackDown and think, oh, SmackDown. And after they see 205 Live, the way it's been presented as absolutely no one cares about it, so they just go home.
Right.
That's how it goes.
And so let's say we take 205 Live and tape it right before NXT.
Yeah.
That would help with the crowd reaction. Good grief. I watched some of the 205 Live shows and I'm like, this action is great. This crowd is just so dead. And plus, if anything else, and you're only sitting there because NXT is about an hour, I think. About an hour.
Yeah.
And 205 Live is about the same time, about an hour. So that's about sitting there for 2 hours, and you get 2 shows out of it. Then sitting there for 2 hours of SmackDown, which either can be here nor there. Yeah. And then sitting there for 205 Live, and by then you don't really care.
I'll tell you what else they could do. They could, instead of putting the 205 Live, the Cruiserweight title on the main like pay-per-views and stuff like that, instead, why not put them on the NXT UK takeover or the NXT takeover? Because you have an open slot, right? So, like, say, for instance, like the NXT UK division has all been moved to that brand. You add a title there
They got way too many brands, just saying. But anyways, continue.
It works. It trusts me. So what's the star rating for the match anyway?
Right. I'll probably say 3 and 3/4. That was
Great.
3 and 3/4. That was great. That was great. That was great.
I tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to do 3 3/4 only, but because Buddy Murphy is my favourite cruiserweight and he's my boy, I'm going to change to 4 stars because he won as well.
Okay, cool.
4 stars. Brilliant match.
I said during the takeover review that Velveteen Dream match, if Velveteen Dream would have won, I would have gave that man 5 stars. But whatever. It was great. That match was
Phenomenal.
Great stuff. In fact, I probably might even go watch the most recent 205 Live after I finish watching NXT. After that.
Yeah, decent.
Good stuff.
Okay, now we've got the men's 5-on-5. What do you think?
There are a couple of things wrong with this match.
I really didn't like this match.
First, Samoa Joe. First one eliminated in like less than a minute.
And he's been built up to be this destroyer and AJ Styles' kryptonite for the past 5 months.
I wasn't really built up to be AJ Styles' kryptonite because AJ Styles been beating him every turn.
Yeah, but it worked. Trust me, it works. But you kind of get it. Like,
I give it a call. It's not really working in execution. But I'll at least say that it was Drew McIntyre that eliminated him. So I'll give them that. It was Drew McIntyre, which they are really hitching their wagon to. They are really trying not to screw up this time with Drew McIntyre, and I applaud them for that. Yeah, we can give that to a couple of other people. That'd be great. John Morrison, maybe.
You should have put order that the best in the world was the last one on the SmackDown team.
Right. That too. What? It is 28 seconds. Shane McMahon. Who did you have on that team? It was Shane McMahon, Rey Mysterio, Miz. I'm missing
Miz.
Who am I missing?
Jeff Hardy.
Jeff. Okay.
And Mojo.
Now, of these 5 people, you could have did Ray and Jeff. You could have did Samoa Joe be the final guy, which actually would have been kind of cool.
Yep.
So many things, but you eliminated Joe first. And then Braun eliminated Ray, Jeff, and Miz.
Miz and Shane McMahon.
And Shane.
So we took up 4 of the 5.
Cool, but
because Braun is built to be up this massive star, right? So that's not bad. Like, I was kind of expecting.
Not bad. Just why Shane is the final guy and why did Joe get eliminated so early? Oh, and why the constant infighting? That got on my nerves to the point where I felt like the only reason SmackDown were getting elimination because Raw kept kicking the crap out of each other first.
It was quite funny when it's just like, you know, when like Shane McMahon goes to the top rope, yeah, and like Braun Strowman's on the announce table, and like the Renee Young's just like, no, don't do it, Shane. I'm like, he's done this a million times, like literally.
Over that, that's one thing you point I never really thought about.
Like, he does the coast to Ziggler, and he's like, oh, he's taking years off his career, and I'm like, what? He's like 40.
Talking about.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you dizzy. You dizzy.
Bro, he doesn't coast to coast. He's taking years off his career. He doesn't. Would you act like he's doing the coast? If he's doing the coast to coast off a ladder, okay, yeah. Which I swear, if we see a Shane McMahon do a coast to coast off a freaking ladder, I'll be done. But anyway, If you're doing like the coast to coast off a ladder, okay, yeah, but he's doing a normal coast to coast, like we've seen him do 26 times over, like we've seen RVD do with a steel chair, but he calls the Van Terminator or Van Daminator, whatever he calls it. But still, we seen him do the coast to coast before. We seen him do the elbow drop to the table several times before.
It's ridiculous. So you can give star ratings?
Right. Well, we keep getting so in depth about the match that keep star ratings, so my apologies.
No, it's fine. Sorry.
It's okay. 3. Do I really even want to go 3? Honestly, 3. No, 3.
That's literally what I'm thinking right now in my brain.
3. Yeah, 3. I can't go any higher. I don't want to go lower because it wasn't a bad match, but there were like so many things that prevented it from just being good. Because given the star power, it could have been excellent. Like Finn Balor and Ray. Like for all the dogging I would do about the match, Finn Balor and Ray, the match I want to see.
Yep, they did that show off as well. That was brilliant.
Joe and McIntyre could have been great if they didn't just throw Joe away like that. I like how they're building McIntyre up like a killer. The inviting with Raw was annoying. But then once that settled down, we got some pretty good back and forth action between guys of both teams. Though it was further throughout the match. Lashley looked pretty good too.
Yep.
Braun killed everybody. That's great. I always enjoy seeing that. Oh, and Miz continuing to goat Shane to do the coast to coast. Like to the point where he's literally dragging his limp body to the top.
Wait, where was Bobby Lashley in this match? Like, he had limited involvement.
Limited involvement. Yeah, true. Actually, yeah. Wait, what is that? Yeah, but I don't know why I thought Lashley did act a lot more. Never mind. Hold on. Never mind. I take back what I said. Never mind. Lashley could have been
that. I'm like,
I just thought about that. The second you said it, I'm like, oh, right. Lashley ain't really do shit. This man did it. It was mainly McIntyre and Braun that was wrecking stuff for Raw. And Balor, he got a little bit of stuff in. I can't even tell you who eliminated Lashley. I can't.
No, Lashley kept at the end. He was whole survivor.
Oh, right. Right.
Okay, so my review on this match.
3.
Okay, Lashley, limited involvement. Shane McMahon, why is he to the end? He literally just
why did he
jumped over the posts. Commentary was annoying for Shane McMahon. Braun Strowman killed everybody. Rey Mysterio and Finn Balor was brilliant. I love that. I love that sequence. Like, you have no shame in losing to Rey because Rey has been built up really well since his return.
And I'm fun fact, I'm also liking the stuff they're doing with Orton right now too.
Miz just goated Shane McMahon. And in the end, Shane McMahon just died anyway. So, for me, 2.75. And after coming from the Cruiserweight match, you know, my expectations are pretty... Yep.
Raw wins again.
Raw wins again. The clean sweep in the house.
Continue.
Except for the Usos. Okay, now, a match, probably my match of the night, I'd say. Ronda Rousey, Charlotte Flair, star ratings overall. Tell me your opinion on it. Boom.
They beat the ever loving of each other. And
Really
I love every minute of it. Gotta say, Ronda's best singles match since arriving in WWE.
Yep, I'd probably say it's her best match.
Best singles match, because I actually enjoyed the match with her match with Alexa Bliss at Hell in a Cell. I actually enjoyed that. That's just me. She hasn't been doing bad. Like, to me, she hasn't been doing bad in singles matches. To me, the only real, like, bad match she had was with Nikki Bella at Evolution. Good Lord. No. Ronda should have ate him alive, I promise you. But they whooped the mess out of each other. It was going great. Like, I seriously thought there was, for like 2 seconds, I thought they were shooting on each other from like how the fights were looking when they were just scrapping. You know what I mean?
Yep, and then we got the heel turn.
Oh, geez.
We got the heel turn.
To me, that makes no sense. Let me tell you
Okay,
why.
I'll get into my opinion on that in a minute.
Okay.
For me, I'll just say it. For me, the heel turn was a great thing at that time. But what have they done since then? They've literally made Charlotte and Becky enemies again. Like, they've kind of built Charlotte as if she's still face. I don't really get it.
I think to me, just even at the time, it didn't make sense. Because, let me tell you why. Because the commentators were trying to play it off as, oh, you know, like she snapped. People were questioning if Charlotte can still win the big one. Blah, 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 blah. Let's look back at that. Let's look back on that real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Lost at Hell in a Cell and then lost the rematch at Evolution.
Yep.
She was the women's champion going into Hell in a Cell. When and where did all of this questioning if Charlotte could win the big one come from?
It's commentary. It's commentary.
It's not like she lost on a Big Four pay-per-view or anything. Well, no, she hasn't lost on a Big Four pay-per-view. She lost this match because that was her own.
Okay, she hasn't lost in a big full pay-per-view.
No. Hold on. Around the time of doing this whole thing of can she win the big one, she lost to Hell in a Cell, which is the B pay-per-view, and Evolution, which is Damage Control for Crown Jewel. Let's be honest here. It is. You know I'm right too. They're making up for the fact with Evolution. I'm going to say this. I'm going to keep going what I was talking about. Evolution. They're making up for the fact that women can't compete at Crown Jewel. Good thing, good PR move, but that's the main reason why they put this pay-per-view together. Moving on. Which funny timing and when they decided to do Evolution too. Just saying. Whatever. This heel turn made no sense to me. And now that you're telling me that they did that, they've been doing that ever since, it really doesn't make any sense to me. So it's like
they really haven't pulled that through, but great match.
This heel turn made no sense still. 3.5.
3.5. See, at the time for me, okay, so I'm just going to do an over real quick. Charlotte and Ronda Rousey, brilliant chemistry. Ronda Rousey's best match since she's been back.
Absolutely.
Best match since she's been in the WWE. Charlotte's heel turn. Charlotte did well. They wrestled brilliant together. They had brilliant chemistry. No wonder they wanted this to be the main event of WrestleMania.
I can understand that now. After seeing that, I'm like, first when I heard it, I'm like, huh? But if we're going to get a match like that, then, okay, I'm down for that.
I'm down.
Yeah. And now we can get Ronda versus Becky, though. That, can we do get that match, please? Like, at some point. Give us that. Thank you.
I'm saying 4 stars. It would have been higher if they capitalized and they did well and they did good reasoning behind Charlotte's heel turn, but it literally made no sense. Ever since Survivor Series has passed and Becky Lynch has been back, they've literally done nothing with that angle.
Yep. What Javon said, heel turn made no sense. And yeah, my rating would probably be up in the 4 stars too, because I bet money it would have A, went longer, B, wouldn't have that stupid finish. Oh yeah, and real quick, why was the fan booing Ronda Rousey? That made no sense at all. Like, seriously, it went from them
like Rousey.
Charlotte. It went from people booing the daylight out of Charlotte, like probably about as bad as Roman Reigns was.
Yeah, people love heel turns this year. People love heel turns. At Big Four pay-per-views, everybody loves Big Four heel turns.
Everybody loves heel turns because
you get a heel turn. Everybody gets it.
You get a heel turn. Everybody gets a heel turn, and the fan gets behind you all of a sudden. And start praising you, saying, "Oh yes, this person's an awesome performer." Oh, where were you about a month or so ago when this person was a face? Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. It was unexpected. I think that's what made it great for me in the moment, but it made no sense. Okay, main event. Brock Lesnar, Daniel Bryan.
It's an interesting one. That thought was a good match. Yes. I didn't think it was good as everybody was saying it was, though.
Nah, neither.
Like, what's your take on it? What's your take on it?
Okay, I'll go first then. It's pretty much like I don't get how pretty much Brock Lesnar dominated Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan had a little bit of offense, and then Brock Lesnar just flattened him. How can that be great?
That's what I was thinking.
That is not great. That is literally Brock Lesnar doing his yearly thing, like just letting him do
exactly what I was thinking.
It literally was a repeat of AJ Styles' match the year prior.
No, I wouldn't go that far. Actually, that one I wouldn't go that far.
It was like it though. And like Daniel Bryan being the heel and laughing it off was quite funny, actually. That is positive. So for me,
Lesnar's is bouncing it up when he's on the apron and on the ring. That was funny. But to me, it was good. And I think what happened during that, and I think where the match gets live and pray that is what happened during. A couple of things. First off, Daniel Bryan's heel work was great. Second, Lesnar throwing those germs, and every time Daniel Bryan landed on his neck, you felt like, oh god, this dude's about to mess around and kill this guy. And then once he got the ball rolling, he was, kicked him in the leg, and then, doing all this stuff, getting a good bit of offense.
I did like the part where he did explain him laughing it off and stuff like that because he wanted to beat the weakness out of the old Daniel. That was brilliant.
I like how he played it on. That was brilliant. I'm like,
that was brilliant. That is brilliant reasoning.
Promo wise, I'm like,
I love heels who are just stiff motherfuckers.
Oh god. What are you there?
I just love heels that are stiff and pure, like Daniel Bryan.
Right, and it's working. I'm loving that. If we can get promos like that, like what he cut on SmackDown,
and wrestling like that, not the low blow, cut that out. But I'm talking dominating his opponents. That is a real heel to me. And if he does that, we can be in fair rooms.
So anyway, back to what I was saying about the match though. Like, it was cool. Bryan was getting his offense in, and they made it look like Bryan was actually going to get the win here.
Yep.
They really, really, really did. And it worked. I legit almost thought Bryan had it for a minute. And I'll give credit to Lesnar, the way he was selling, like, the agony where he was in the yes lock.
Mm-hmm.
And like how he was, like, darting his eyes around, like, Great. The near fall after the knee, great. But then in the back of my mind, I'm like, they're not about to have Daniel Bryan beat Brock Lesnar. And I was correct. and I was correct.
If they did, then you have something wrong.
What do you think?
If they did let Daniel Bryan beat Brock Lesnar, then something's wrong between Brock Lesnar and
Yeah, good point. Good match, not as great as everybody says it is. I'll give it 3.5 again. I mean, a lot of it up until that point was Lesnar's usual. Yeah.
Oh, I'm with you on that.
So
I'm literally with you that.
Right.
Daniel Bryan did great heel work. Great ending to the match. The start was absolutely slow and pointless to me, but after hearing that promo, it kind of made sense. Brock Lesnar. That's how I'm going to end off to end off the podcast.
Brock Lesnar wins low. SmackDown gets clean swept.
Wow.
Way to make a brand look great, especially one that's about to receive close to millions of dollars.
I'll talk about this more next week, but Fox, I don't know if you've heard, but Fox want specific things about SmackDown as their owning. About it. Yeah. I'll get into more next week, but the way that they made Raw looks way superior is not going to be great for.
Oh no. No.
flops. And they're the new perception they're gonna give SmackDown. So it's not gonna look great. They've absolutely messed it up.
Yeah, but I think once they get the financial backing, I think Raw is gonna be the one that get kind of the shaft a little bit.
Yeah, I understand that because it's their longest flagship show, whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna get shafted. I think Raw's gonna get shafted a little bit from this. To be completely real, Raw's gonna get shafted a little bit from this because they're getting all this money poured into SmackDown. And let's be honest, a lot more people watch SmackDown anyways. You know.
What I'm gonna say is that this is probably this is either gonna be this is gonna be more of a superior and brand split, like it's gonna do bits for this brand split, or it's gonna completely flop it. And we'll go with that. That's how I'm going to end it off. Like, literally, that's my opinions on it. It's either going to superiorize it or it's just going to flop.
Right.
All
right,
overall, I'd probably give it a 7.5.
Yes. I'll say 7.
Yeah.
Probably 7 or a 6.5. I'm bouncing back and forth between those. Oh yeah, I'm probably gonna go more 6.5 because it was okay.
Like, some of the matches were great.
Like,
others not so
I can
great.
think of probably
just a decent night.
Two, Cruiserweight Championship match and Cruiserweight Championship match. Got the way to watch. 2 matches that I would probably tell people go out of your way and watch this would probably be Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy, and then maybe Shinsuke versus Seth. I wouldn't even say Brian versus Dan.
I'll tell you what we can do. We can do our favorite match of the night, and we could do 2 favorite superstars, like superstar bonuses and points and stuff like that. Do that, superstar awards and stuff like that. That's what we could do. Can we do it right now?
Okay, so we're giving our match of the night, and then who we thought maybe the MVP of the night was.
Yeah, 2 MVPs.
Okay, I can rock with that. All right.
We're going to be bouncing off this UFC vibe.
Good stuff. Okay, good stuff. Match of the night, Mustafa Ali versus Buddy Murphy. MVP. Probably Daniel Bryan.
Yeah, I'm moving that.
Because of his heel work, and yeah, he lost the match, but the way they sold his near fall and the promo that he cut following that, explaining that he let Lesnar kick out of him to beat the weakness out of him, just stuff like that. The way they capitalized on it, and the look that Bryan had on his face after the match was over, kind of just kind of looking at it and laughing it off and everything, made it all worth it.
What about tag team MVP and women's MVP? Let's do that.
Okay. So we're doing it match of the night, MVP, tag team MVP, and then women's. All right, tag team MVP. I can't really think of anything on the main show, so tag team MVP, probably Usos.
Yep, all right.
Usos, I guess. I mean, both of them for their team. From all accounts, it was a great match. So Usos. Women MVP, easily Nia Jax. They were really building off of this whole face breaker. Wait, no. Yeah, no, Nia Jax. I'm sticking with Nia Jax. Because, they're really building off this whole face breaker thing and all that. And people were hating it, but I think it's working out. Especially if it goes to, maybe Nia winning the women's title as a heel this time around.
Yep.
So, yeah.
Mine is, women's, I'm going to do it the other way around. So, women's MVP, probably going to be Charlotte Flair for me. At the time, it was only because she looked brilliant. Tag team MVP, obviously, Usos, because nobody wants the bloody AOP leave the bar, especially performances like that. Can't remember what else we do. We had MVP and match of the night. So match of the night, Mustafa Ali and Buddy Murphy. MVP of the night, I'm probably going to sit with Daniel Bryan, same as you.
Okay.
It's pretty much similar.
I think we can start doing these for pay. I think that's what I like that kind of. We can start doing that for pay.
I literally just put it in my head, like just a minute ago. I was like, if we do that and we sign off like that.
I like that concept.
Yeah.
For pay-per-view, we can start doing that.
Yep.
I like that. Now, for some shows, it's going to be harder than others. Some shows don't allow men on it, or we draft on it. But anyway,
especially taking it, is just going to be hard.
Oh God, it's going to be difficult. I like that concept though. It kind of adds a layer to the review. I like that.
Yep. Sick.
Good thinking. Good thinking.
Okay, so we done?
Yep, I'm good. You got anything you want to
say? Be back next week with pretty much. We'll be talking about other stuff like the SmackDown and Fox deal. We'll be talking about other news during the week, which I'll cover, and we'll just basically voice our opinion on it. Guests are coming soon, and we are the best wrestling amateur podcast to find on YouTube. There we go. Signed out.
Well, that's it for this edition of the Sided Podcast. If you can, feel free to click a like, comment, and subscribe, and also click the bell icon that way you don't miss another edition of the Sided Podcast. Until then, be a boss, and we'll holla at you guys later.